If you knew the solution to help you become less depressed, would you do it? Of course, many of you would say yes to that question, but a lot of you do not do it. And the reason behind that is because of social media. Social media is very addicting. It's so addicting that it causes people to lose sleep and as well as push people away. On top of that, it's a platform where a lot of people like to put their whole life out there. And so a lot of people see it and they like to compare their life with the other person and they get depressed because of it, because it could either be that it's not as good as the others or they don't have what the other person has. Moving on, the last part would also be cyberbullying, which is a huge thing in social media. So I'd like to start it off with how social media could be very addicting. There is a study shown that the people that use social media the most are more likely to be depressed. This was a study that was talked about in the article from the Child of Mind Institute. It just shows that the more that you use these social media platforms, the more depressed you're going to be. It's like really addicting that many people like to use their phones at nighttime, and so they're up at 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and instead of getting their 8 hours sleep, they just stay up all night being on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, and they lose their sleep. And on top of that, people like to be on their phone so much that they don't really interact with other people anymore, such as um like kids. They're really on their phone as much. They don't really talk to their parents anymore or their friends either, because they're just on their phone using the platform, which one of the big ones right now, it's TikTok, and it's just causing causing bad things for them, not having to interact with people face to face. Another big thing with social media is that, as I said before, a lot of people like to post their whole life out there, like as when they're going on a trip or when they buy a new car. Other people would see that they have what they don't have and they just lower their self-esteem. There's a study shown that people use social media so much that they use it in order to have other people see them in a way. So they like to see how many people have liked their posts on Instagram or on their story, how many people have viewed them. And this study was done in Harvard Medical School. And it's just a horrible thing that people, they don't do it intentional, but it's on there. It's on the apps that they use, that they see, and it just lowers themselves down, especially with girls, with women, or young girls in high school, how they see these models posting their body and they just feel bad about them. They feel that they shouldn't look like how they are, and they should look how the people that are posting all these photos, such as Kylie Jenner or supermodel, and it was just lower their self-esteem and make them feel bad about themselves. And lastly, one of the huge things that makes social media such a bad thing and makes them depressed is cyberbullying. Cyberbullying has been here ever since social media has been here. It's the internet. And it's a horrible thing where people like to bully other people. It could sometimes be just random people bullying another random person, or other times it could be people that you know, such as someone in school or someone at your work that do not like you for whatever reason they have. And so they like to make fun of you and post on social media, and then the person that's made fun of would see it and they would get depressed. It's gotten so bad that it would cause people to sadly kill themselves, and the number has just gotten bigger and bigger over time every year. And that's why many parents have tried to control what kids see on their phone or how much they use it. But no matter what, the time that they use their phone, they would still see it, sadly. And so that's why this is such a big thing that people need to focus on the social media, of how addicting it is and how much people use it. It's just a horrible thing how how addicting it is and how much bad things it is on there. Because it, like I said before, it can cause you to lose sleep. It can cause you to lower your self-esteem with comparing yourself with other people's life. And the big thing is the cyberbullying, which can cause suicide. That's how depressed they get, that they just want to end their life and they feel so useless. And it's just a thing that people have to gather together and work on to help each other out with this addiction, which it is an addiction. And there's many ways to help this addiction, which is like finding a new hobby or having a limit on your cell phone so you won't use it as much. But really just trying to, like, I wouldn't say zero social media, but have the percentage low and have it there.